Today, a poll was released showing that Trump had the worst approval rating this early on of any modern president. And when I saw those numbers, I didn't think poorly of him or think of him really that much at all. I thought about Hillary and the party she ran under during the general election and how back then he had pretty bad poll numbers. And just it really must have solidified you have to be a very just unpopular person yourself in the grand scheme of America polling to lose to someone of that nature. And it was funny to think that way because I remember about 2 years ago, as the election cycle was just starting and getting underway, they kept making the mention that, oh, if Trump runs, he's going to uh, make this election a piece of cake for Hillary. And it's going to be so easy for him and da 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 da. No, it wasn't, and we found out the opposite when November came. But now, as I sit here on this beautiful day of April 23rd, 2017, I just can't help but feel how wrong they all were. I mean, 2 years ago from now, it was Rubio and Cruz were pretty much the only people in the election, and no one thought Trump was going to enter, or at least we didn't know for sure. And back then, he was, that was the beginning of the summer that started the whole, uh, I guess, Trump boom, where he was just polling in front of everybody for that whole season. And when I think more and more about that, I say those should have been the early warning signs. But I kept thinking it's just the conservatives, just the conservatives. And then during the general election, I thought, oh boy, it wasn't just the conservatives. And even though I still retain that thought, this proves that either those independents that supported him are disillusioned, or those conservatives, or just I guess basic Trump voters that were there during the primary that supported him, have become disillusioned. Either way, this doesn't bode well for his popularity, and it's even worse when you think about the idea that he so early started trying to win re-election, and this early on, it goes hand in hand. He started off day one talking about the next election for his second term. God forbid, which I think is going to happen just because you know I can't even. It will be a miracle if it doesn't, due to the status or this just the state of the Democratic Party and how divided they are, and how right now their only appeal to anybody is we're anti-Trump. And you might ask yourself, what does that have to do with a poll about Trump? Well, it has to do with this. We can get all these polls from day in and day out, but if people do not see an alternative, you're going to be left with a very hard chance of getting this man out of here in 3 years, or two and a half, rather. So that's something I think you should consider. Democratic Party, if you're watching this, which I know you're not. Yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good day, and whatever you do during that next polling season, you need to remember this whole idea about we're going to drain the swamp has yet to occur. Thank you for watching.